Every day. Oh, hello! Thank you so much for watching. Here it's 3 o'clock, live from Hochanda, home of crafts, hobbies and arts. Nice to see you. And it is our weekday wonder as well. Only literally a couple more shows to go, like one tomorrow, and then I think this is it today for you, Jodie.
I've got this one and one at 7 o'clock tonight.
Oh, you do later on. So that's 3 shows in total left on the weekday wonder. So grab it while stocks are available. We could have sellouts on this show, so you've tuned in at the right time. Jodie, I think there's a reason why the weekday wonder has been so popular.
Absolutely. I mean, you joined us and we were just discussing about little black dresses. You know, because a black dress you trim up, don't you? You add your necklaces, different scarves and everything else. Matt says, yeah, the light slippers. I always wear my slippers.
Yes. The little black dress dies, and I'm like, little black dress. Oh, something you use every day.
Absolutely.
Oh, slipper dies. Yeah.
You know, these are beautiful accent dies that you're going to place on whatever size card you want. In the corners, in the bottom, making frames out of them. You can chop into them. Line. So you can mat and layer them, and it gives you that perfect mount. It's about 2 or 3 mils bigger than the actual die cut.
Yep, let me show you the other one of the other large ones. This
That's
is
my
the second
favourite
one out of the 3.
Oh, I love this one. How I love this one. This one I can see it's a pagoda, maybe with a bride and groom in there. You know, 4x4, you can build up beautiful frames side by side. You can get a completely different look. That's a beautiful die. Lovely
stuff. So the 2 we've seen so far, they're very, very floral, very intricate for your first one. Matting and layering brilliant because of the verso edge, and then that stunning trellis work there, and then the third large die then again like a vine-like design.
Yeah, this one is so detailed. You know, if you're wanting that soft, subtle, feminine feel, then this is the one to go for. It has a couple of little flowers in there, but the rest is just beautiful, delicate scrolls.
That soft, subtle, feminine feel.
Absolutely.
Like a show with me, really. Nice and gentle, right then, and then you've got your, I think this is quite musical, this one.
It is. This one is lovely. Now, I have to say, when I cut this one out, first of all, I didn't look at the design. I was looking how thin.
Yeah.
These little lines are. I was like, oh my word, you've gone thin, baby.
Yeah, they really were.
They are so pretty. But once again, 4 in the corners, 8x8 card. 2 together will fit on your 6x6 cards beautifully.
Yeah, hang on, because there's a card to show with that on straight away. It's near the top of the parcel. We'll show that in a sec. And then the other second smaller corner.
Yeah, so this one's a little chunkier. So we've got a little fine detail, but this one is a little chunkier. But once again, side by side, corners, aspects, loads of different ways of playing with that one.
So I wanted to spin it around really multiple different ways just to show, you know, visually speaking, it just works.
Yeah.
And the one that we just saw, then that really, what I thought was quite musical, quite delicate, that could be the first finished sample that we see now, Jodie, if you want.
What we were saying about 4 different corners. So that's your 4 different corner ones. But what about putting those 4 different corners in a different combination? Same die, different combination. You know, you can start to play with them in different ways. So that one there has been on 3D foam, so you've got a little bit of depth to it. That one there has just been stuck straight onto the card. So you can see 3 different designs.
Just from that one die.
Same die set. But beautiful effects.
Yeah, and that's one of your 5 sets that you're getting today. You're getting 2 smaller, sort of medium-sized frames, and then 3 large frames. I didn't want to scare you straight away at the start of the show with how much had already gone, but 2/3 of the stock has already gone on the weekday wonder. And we're not surprised, like we say, that little black dress, that pair of slippers that I might wear every day. This is the sort of die set that we use every day, or for creating wedding stationery or any sort of birthday.
You know, when we're storing our dies, for instance, you know, a lot of character dies, shape dies like handbags, shoes, we store away. Rest of them, the essentials like the corners, the circles, the squares. I don't know about you, but I always have those on my desk. Because they're always the dies that I go to. Every single card that I'm making, the mat, the layers, the accents, the beautiful corners, and that is what you've got with these. You know, the fact that we can mix and match than with all our previous dies. So that one there is one of the fair dames. You know, just the accents in the corner. But what about making your whole card
so glamorous
from those dies? Even the numbers are covered with that die.
So you've then trimmed in. So you've borrowed a section from here and laid it over the number. That's such a good idea.
But then going really simple, just cutting the detail in, you know, replacing the die cut in gives you that gentle, subtle effect.
And again, another example of how well it works with dies that you've already got, you know, the curls and swirls here, and then Happy Anniversary, you know, popping that in, that matches. It almost looks like they've been made to go together.
It does.
And then the trellis detail that I was calling it earlier on, I saw the trellis like one, you know, you can see it there in white card. That's almost like how it was designed to be. But then I'll show you another one in a sec with the tones of the blue. But look at this, that's so clever.
Something really, really simple by just turning your cardstock, because this is the glitter card. So what Karen has done here to get that mirror image, she's just flipped her cardstock over. So she's cut one on the glitter side, flip the card over, cut it on the other one, so when she's brought it out, because the glitter doesn't really give you that right or wrong edge where normal card does. So
clever that, to get the mirror image, and then to make gates, you could do that with all of them, like a gatefold design on all of your dies. They're brilliant. Some of these cards are just absolutely inspired, but it's just the start of what you might be able to make. I mean, look at this again, by piecing it back in together. So you've got your outline cut, but just piece the detail back. Yeah,
you know, you can put as much detail into them as you want. You know, Lou, it's beautiful. This is our Lou. Lou thinks different to everybody else. Lou's cards I would class as collective, because she likes to put a lot of different things on them. So, you know, she's used it at the back, she's then matted and layered on the top, she's then put the die back over the top, cut out each and every one of the little flowers, and then added all the fluff on the top of one of our baubles.
Really nice.
Beautiful. Love that one.
The baubles very, very popular. They were very busy the other week when they were in, so if you've got those, you know that they will work. And just go mixed media with it a little bit. You have funky foam in there even, and the gems and jewels there, and a bit of ribbon, a bit of lace.
Beautiful.
They're all really nice, these cards, and the good thing is that there's loads more still to show you. Just before we move and demonstrate, I'll show you they do work with the shadow box. I think that's really important to know, because that's one of the top selling dies from Tonic. So if you've got your shadow box, they do work really, really, really well. It's your weekday wonder, and it ends at 11 o'clock tomorrow night, when most of us will be tucked up in bed, I hope. But 2/3 of the stock is already gone on it, and it's best just to get it now. Get it now while you know it's here. So $39.95 plus delivery, and it's also on Flexi Buy, so you can get it for half that price today, and then pay the same amount next month. Now, over half the stock's already gone on your tulip spray, lily spray and tulip swirl. It comes as a pair, £4 off for a special price, and they're $11.98 plus delivery. 333-931. And next we've got the roses and the Morning Glory, I think this comes with, and that's 80% gone. They could be going. It could be going in the next hour. Get hold of those while they're there. £4 off. 102-528 to order now. Just under £12 plus delivery. And next up, these are limited stock now. These are huge dies, big die sets, and they are limited stock now. Last 10% left in stock, or less than. Your saving is £31, and all you'll pay is $19.99 today to spread the cost there. Over the months. 696560 to order now on your frames, the layering dies, the Greek Temple, and then the English Picnic as well. Greek Temple's got those lovely angles in it. We'll have a closer look later if they're still in stock. So yeah, Jodie, straight in there.
So we're going to use that lovely delicate one. Okay, this is the medium sized one. So we've already started it. So what have we done so far? So this is my matten layer. Okay, now we've divided it, and we've put a pencil line straight down the middle. Okay, then we've come either side of that central pencil line and put another pencil line 1/2 centimetre away, and we've done that on either side of the central, so it's literally given us a 1 centimetre panel in the middle there. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are placing our die onto that 1 centimetre panel. So this middle one is going onto the central, and this one is going onto the central as well. So taping it down, running it through. If anything's going to go wrong, it's going to be this one.
Right.
Yeah. So let's run that one through. So by doing this, it's going to give me the central area where we're going to put some of the dies. Okay. So let's take that away. Just be careful, because it's quite close to the edge, and we really don't want to. Can you see how close it is?
Very thin piece of card
to the edge there.
Yeah.
So this here, we're going to throw that bit away.
Right.
We're going to rotate the die round now so it comes in the other side. So coming down to that central line there, to that central line there, and we're just going to tape it down again. And we're going to cut that one out.
Okay.
So what we're going to have is a central sort of ravine where we can put the other die cuts.
Okay. Just wait and see, I think, on this. Wait and see approach.
So let's take that tape away. Come on, Mr. Tape, play nicely.
Oh, careful.
So now we've got what looks like that. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's take our card blank, flip it over, and can you see?
Oh, have you used your Nouveau mousses on that?
No, it's not. This is this speciality card.
Oh, it
this
is,
is Tonic's
it?
speciality card. So if you
I don't
go,
think I've ever
if
seen
you
that
go
one
onto the
before.
website, this is the one that's got the sort of
Oh, it's like an embossed, but not very high. But
yeah,
like
it's
a
got like
texture.
the waves.
I like it.
Ice, that's it, ice. That's what it reminds me.
Yeah, we've seen enough
I've
of that,
been
haven't
looking
we?
at it on the windscreen.
Yeah,
Ice.
yeah, yeah.
It looks like
yeah.
ice on the
Did you just
windscreen.
look at it on the windscreen? Did you actually
Yeah.
like scrape
I was like-
it up? Yeah.
I wasn't impressed.
No.
Sat
No.
in the car. And I'm glad I've got heated seats waiting for it
Ooh,
to
very
defrost.
nice. Very nice.
So let's take that off there.
Not something I get in my car. Best city car 4 years in a row, but
Get
not
a,
heated seat.
get a hot water bottle.
Oh yeah, I got one of them. I've been sleeping with the hot water for the last week or so. So yeah, the speciality paper. I've not seen that one. So definitely jump on the website and have a look. Shop by brand with Tonic.
so it does look like little icicles. Okay. Now these are those gorgeous corners. Okay. Now they are going to fit. Can you see how they're going to fit within
Perfect.
the perimeter of there? So we could hire this. Should we hire it? Yeah. Let's
Oh,
give
what, for the foam
let's
tape?
give
Yeah.
it some welly.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
not?
if you're going to the trouble of piecing it all back together again, I think it would look quite nice if you've got the raised bits. And
Yeah.
As long as it's not too much trouble.
So let's just go in and just do those outside edges, I think, because otherwise we could be here till tomorrow putting all the other foam pads on.
Yes, and Paola will be here saying it's time for me with my show, because Paola's got one show with the weekday one
Yeah.
for tomorrow. If there's anything left by that point, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Watch this space.
Absolutely.
It's been a busy one.
It has, and I think basically because they are such essential dies.
Yep.
They are a die that you are going to come back to. They're a die set that you are going to constantly use within your arsenal of dies.
It's easier to rationalise a purchase like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than something niche which you're thinking, okay, right, I might use it for this person or that person, or I really love that, but I might not use it every single day.
Yeah.
Here you've got that. They're lovely and you will use them a lot.
Yeah, you know, sometimes we buy like flowers and things like that because we like the flower, but then we may not necessarily use it all the time. Yeah, but these really are a good core staple die. So all the corners, and I'm just going to put some in these little corners here because otherwise we're going to have floppy middles.
They'll flop
And
everywhere, won't
there's
they?
nothing worse than a floppy middle.
No.
I know, I'm 43.
Oh, Jodie, give over. Stop it. Stop it.
Darling, there's nothing wrong with Marks and Spencer's knickers. They cover it all up.
Now, where is there an 8x8 card when you need one? Here we go.
Oh dear.
I've got my Marks and Spencer's knickknacks on as well.
Oh dear. Right, I'll tell you a tale while I'm just taking these backs off. So I have a reoccurring dream. It's a reoccurring dream that I have
It's not about Dave Bradford.
all the time. Whenever I'm due to go away from home, I have a reoccurring dream. And it's that I get to my destination and I forgot to put my knickers in my suitcase. Okay? So before I came down to Peterborough...
So it is about Dave Bradford, yeah, go on.
So before I was coming down to Peterborough this time, my mum was up at my house and she says, "You've got your knickers in." It's a standard joke.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
standard joke. I'm like, yeah, of course I've got my knickers in, mum. Got halfway down Peterborough and I thought, can't remember putting them in.
Oh no.
So I had to stop
Did you buy?
at the local supermarket and go in and buy new knickers.
But at least you got in brand new pairs. Did you get a pack of 3?
I
or,
did, I
you-
did.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Worth doing that. At least you can. You know, you've got that.
Yeah.
Do you always go to the same place and buy new pack every time?
Darling,
You
I
forget?
go anywhere.
Yeah, okay. Right then.
Yeah, but when desperation strikes, you've got to go anywhere, haven't you, really?
Oh, dear, you've got to be comfortable when you're on live telly, especially when you're standing up doing your die cutting, etc.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it, fancy knickers have got their places, but good old granny knickers
Oh, yeah.
can't beat them.
But we've had an email in, Jodie, It's not about your knickknacks. It's from Anne.
Hi, Anne.
And a very good afternoon, Anne. And Anne says, "Are you feeling better?"
Oh, my darling, last night I went straight home from here, took my night nurse, collapsed into bed, my sweetheart, and slept. And do you know something? I feel a lot better today.
That's good. That's good.
Absolutely. Slept.
Sleep it off.
So now we've got a frame that's going to go
Thank you very much,
over
Anne,
the
for
top.
sending in your message.
And you are an angel. Thank you for asking,
very
darling.
Kind of you to care.
So that is going to go over the top. Now it's slightly a little bit too big, but a man on a flying rocket ship's not going to see that.
No.
So let's just add that frame. Let's just go all the way.
Got our Nouveau adhesive. You'll see things like this on the website if you shop by brand with Tonic. We're very, very happy to be friends with Tonic. Go on to hochanda.com, find Tonic's logo, and there's a wealth of gorgeous goodies on there.
Yeah. So now, let me just see if I can get that a little bit more central. There we go. So that frame's on. It's a little bit big there, look. It should have been trimmed off, but we're not going to notice that. So these are the beautiful dies, and I have to say, the detail on these is extraordinary. I love how fine we've managed to get the little panels on the side. Wonderfully
designed. I mean, it's the sort of thing the design team will draw, and then you'll think, surely not in manufacturing. They'll come back and say, can't do that, it's going to have to be bigger, or there's going to have to be like a support running through it.
Well, sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. You know, we get samples into the office before we go into manufacture. Okay. We get some samples in, and sometimes the lines are too fine, and we have to thicken them up. You know, it is a bit of draw it and see, really. Okay. Yeah? Yeah,
well, you want it to work. At least you know that all of your Tonic dies have been through that process then and been checked out.
And it's like, you get floppy bits as well. Bits that are too floppy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so
you could glue them down, but sometimes they might be very delicate.
Yeah, so you reinforce them. Yeah. So can you see how they're now sitting?
What a design. Do you know,
within that frame?
That sort of, that blocky, angular bit, being a bit of an Art Deco fan myself, I don't know if you're watching at home, but that's now become a feature.
It's nice, isn't it?
Because it's right in the middle, I like it.
Yeah, but as I was saying, they're not just a corner die. These now are your main focal point. Yeah. It's not a corner. So let's cut the next one. But I want to cut one because I want to show you the difference. So this is the outside edge. So let me just bring it a little bit further in, just for example. Okay. So if I cut that out, it's going to give me the base to the die. Okay.
Bigger than that one, isn't it?
It is.
It's the matter now. It's just bigger behind.
Yeah. So it's going to give me my aperture if I want it in my card, like we've just done.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's also going to give me my base for my detailed die to go on. But if we take that die, the detailed die, and we place it back into itself and tape that one down, what it's going to do is going to cut off a little border. So, you know when we used to have peel-offs, and we put peel-offs around things?
We still have,
yeah. If you wanted a gold line going around this, then you could, because you could have got that in gold, placed that back in, and it would have a nice gold edge going all the way around.
Oh, you brought that to life.
But what it also gives you is your die cut will then go back into your card front and expose the colour from behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so don't just think it of as a matte and layer. There's lots of different ways.
Yeah, to mark
get
plus
the
and
depth.
minus.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Use it, take it away, and it So have a play, but before you visualise that, we can't see it, but seeing it, that's brilliant demonstration. Huh?
So let's just put this last one on as well. So that one is going to go into there. Just place that one in there. So now, because I've not got those central, I've got my logo to go on.
Okay then. Okay.
Okay. You won't get them central in the middle because it's not the same distance from there to there it is to there to there.
Yeah,
and you're rotating it round.
Yes, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So left to right there suddenly becomes your up to down there.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're just
and
going
they're not even length.
Yeah, so we're just going to take our Celebrate. Now these are part of the miniature moments. You will find these on the website, and we've got one in the blue, the white, and that beautiful electric blue. It is beautiful. So we're going to go dark one on the bottom.
Miniature Moments details are at the bottom of the screen there, Miniature Moments Sentiments dies, and you get 6 in the set, don't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, 6 in the set, and it's 949848 is your item number, saving £9 actually. So the price on the screen is £29.94, but they'd normally be £9 more, thanks to the little reduction for the shows.
So we're just lining up all our little detail there, and then the shiny one, because it's a special colour, is going to go on the top. So just adding in all our adhesive, and we're going Celebrate. Working
out at £4.99 each of the sentiments. Very, very good value today. 949848, the bottom of the screen for them. 6 different ones in there. Love the way they work with your frames as well, Jodie. Well, I'm saying frames, corner dies, but you're building frames with them as well.
We are, because the scrolls on that Celebrate, you'll notice in a minute, I'm just holding this down, the scrolls on there actually match the scrolls on the die cut.
All created to work together.
Yeah, so you've got the depth in there as well as the positive and the negative.
Lovely design that, Jodie. It's come together so easily as well. These are our corner dies on the weekday one. Thank you, Jodie. It's a lovely card, that. A nice different way to look at them, isn't it? We can show you the picture of the Miniature Moments set, actually. You can check the fonts out on all of them to see how they can work for you with those curls and swirls. That's almost like a ribbon font coming around. You get all 6 die sets. It's £29.94, saving £9. Things like birthday wishes, best wishes, different things like that, best friends as well. Things like hello, nice words, really usable words. 949848 is your item number to get the miniature moments. Lovely to have your company on the Weekday Wonder. The Weekday Wonder, generally speaking, is a weekday offer from Monday to Thursday that's available with a big reduction or a big saving. You can see it on the screen at the moment there, a saving of over £10. That's £12 in total off on our new set here from Tonic. Lovely to have something like that, actually. Something that's brand new in a configuration on the show where we get really good value, but it is approaching with 70% of the stock gone already, and it's such good value. If I just spin one of them around, you'll see the size of the metal, the amount of metal you're getting in there in the bigger die corners. You get 3 of the bigger and then 2 of the medium sized ones, 10 dies in total, and it's £39.95. 10 dies. £39.95, seriously. The Weekday Wonder saving £12. A lot of people have already got it, and if you're tuning in to see Jodie and get a little bit more inspiration or another chance to see some of the finished examples, we showed the shadow box before, but we're not just talking corners, we're not just talking borders, but the cross design actually making a feature of the card on the card that we just saw with Jodie, but making a beautiful frame there, and again seeing it match up with dies that you may already have in your collection. I mean, look at this for a card too. I mean, they effortlessly make the larger cards. There's nothing stopping you. I mean, one of the larger corners immediately just starts off that design most beautifully. And do you remember those lovely Wings and Things dies we had on with Tonic a few weeks back? Working, you know, the crisscross detail in the wings there of our lovely butterfly, seeing it work with the trellis detail on that. Just showed you the shadow box at the beginning of the show, but it's well worth seeing that again, just to remind us, sorry, just something else, it's just to remind us there on how well that works with your shadow box, but also the Fair Dame collection, if you invested in that a few weeks back, remembering that the simplicity of this particular medium-sized corner works. And then, going from simplicity, I just want to show you one of the more complex designs there with that trellis design. And then the florals also here on this with Love Card with your beautiful flowers on the middle. From the pattern, that's from the luxury papers, isn't it? Handmade papers, but that works, doesn't it, for making a topper? So in comparative terms, and then looking again at Lou's card, you can see just cutting into it, being really clever in matting and layering 2 of the corners together. It just takes away that you know, it's covering the entire corner. It's not just a framed corner. I've been looking forward to showing you this one actually. Today is the day for a lovely wedding card or a birthday card. How about that? You know, cutting your detail in the foreground there to match, but building it up with another big heart shape. Then your corner again. Building just behind there. You get so many different vibes with these cards. Love showing the finished samples because not one of them is the same for you. And then just a last couple to show you how well you get different sizes. I think it's really important to see the tag as well. Sent with love there, but seeing it on the tag again just hammers home that fact that it doesn't need to be an 8x8 card at all. Use your corners to build toppers. Use them to build frames, use them as actual corners, but use them as the main player, as Jodie just did in our example just before. And then one of the a focal point, yeah. And then one of our last cards, I just want to show you quickly because I can see Jodie's ready for us to go back now. But it's 169110 to order on your die collection to get your 10 dies on the corner designs here. So much more than just corners, really, really versatile, and a big saving of £12. We do have other dies that might be, well, tell you what, the weekday wonder's not exactly hanging on, but we do have other dies that might well be selling out very soon as well. £31 off, making them $39.98 today to order. It's a big deal on your Greek temple and English picnic die sets, layering dies. Limited stock, and they're on Flexi as well to spread the cost. Half is $19.99 today. Go for it. It's the roses as well. The rose and the Morning Glory together. These have been really busy. $11.98. 80% of the stock's gone on those, so rapidly approaching limited. 102528. And then the tulip and the lily. Really, again, every day of the week you'll be using these. 333931 is your item number, and they're also approaching 70% of the stock gone. $11.98 plus your delivery to order them. Some nice cards from eyeballing over there. We'll get a chance to look at them.
Right, so we're going to play with my favourite one, but those large nesting dies are amazeballs, I have to say.
Ones.
At the price that they are, they're like, ooh, they are beautiful.
Like, what are they saving, like something like 30-something pounds?
£31, and if you're a Freedom member, you're actually saving more.
Oh, yeah.
So, with these dies, I've already used my base core shape to cut out my purple. I've then used the next size up to cut out my black matten layer, okay? But look at all these dies you are getting in just one of the collections, yeah? But you're getting a total, I think it's 34 dies you're getting with the two sets, yeah. With that set...
$35.98 is what you pay as a
Freedom
member.
With that set and that set, you've got 34 dies in there. There's 14 in each, 28 dies.
Oh, is it 28 then? In
28 days.
28 days. 28 days?
Yeah.
Later.
28 days later.
Yeah.
No, 28 dies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still 28 dies
but
for $35.98 including delivery.
All those dies you're getting. Now, if you have got our base core squares and rectangles, they fit where that pattern is there. Okay? Right. So if you take all that out and put the other ones in, you've then got nesting dies going all the way from like a 1-inch square in the centre all the way out.
Wow.
Yeah? And the same goes for this one. All the way out.
Yeah.
Yeah? So we have got straight edges here that are going to elongate your nesting dies that you already have. On these ones, the rectangle goes in the same combination because our rectangle dies go straight, scallop, straight, scallop, straight, scallop. Yeah. So they mirror the image there. So these just help to elongate the dies you already have as well. But for matting and layering, they're absolutely superb. They really are.
We're not the only ones, are we? You're not the only one that can see the value here because seriously, they are going fast. $35.98, including delivery if you're with Freedom. Limited stocks, they're disappearing as we speak. Very, very good value. Works out at £1.29 a die for dies that size.
They really are. They're beautiful dies. So this here is my favourite, okay? Why is it my favourite? Because I can see so much potential just with that one die. I love a trellis. There's something about a trellis. You know, I look at trellises and I instantly think of flowers, think of gardens, think of spring, think of pagodas, think of bride and grooms, all that business.
Pure white card with your florals on it and stuff.
Now I'm going to emboss this one because there's lots of little bits in there, and you know I'm impatient, yeah. And by embossing it, what it's going to do is it's going to push those pieces of paper further into the die, which means less poking.
Okay.
Simple
Squish
as
it
that.
in and fall out, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely as simple as that. It means less poking. So let's take this away.
There it is already. They're about to go. Yeah,
There it is.
Falling out.
So just take that out of your die, and look how spectacular. I love it. That is. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really,
See, well, that's one
really
of your favourites there, Jodie.
brilliant.
It just screams out to have your flowers
It
placed
does.
on it, doesn't it?
It does. So
Yeah.
let's just take those two out of there that are just holding in for their life. Take those away. So if I keep that onto the black card, can you see just above the trellis there's a thicker area there, and there's a thicker area there? That's going to allow me to be able to cut that and still keep it the integrity of the shape.
Okay.
So if I come up and cut there, and then cut there, and then all I do is trim off that little bit of excess fern, and it's given me the perfect corner in there. So I've got 4 of those now.
3-minute queues on the phone line at the moment, so avoid them if you can. It's very, very busy out there. 3 minutes wait on the phone, so order on the website if possible.
So if I've got 4, it means I can then go and get myself a circular area in the middle of my card, and if I've got my circle nesting dies, I could take that out as well.
Got it.
Yeah, so that could then become a whole frame. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick those down. So really, from being a long corner die, we've taken it and made it into a frame as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and start to stick these down.
So that's what it's all about, Jodie, isn't it? It's showing us a completely different way, almost like, hang on a minute, it's that the same die, like, you know, just showing different shape, different configuration.
Yeah, and it's not
result.
just have a play. You're going to find loads of different ways of playing with them. You really are. So that is going to go into there. I'm keeping the little edge on there. Now, if you've cut them straight, you are really not going to notice that there's a join in there, okay? So just go round, just add in the next one, rotate my card round, just match up there.
I loved what you said at the beginning of the show as well, Jodie. You said about layering them up to do like mixed media
Yeah.
style, like get it chunkier and like a texture. So that could be like a wooden trellis when you do your wood effects on
Yeah,
it. All you'd have to do is stick a few together and, well, stick all 4 of these together, for example.
I
and
tell you what you could do.
Yeah.
Let me just bring that one in because it's not quite met. Oh, that was a good job. I didn't put a lot of glue on it. What about that wood veneer that Sarah had on the other day?
Oh, yeah.
Cut it out of that wood veneer.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. You're now talking my language.
Because you're well in there at the moment, aren't you, Jodie, with like your
I love
mixed
it.
media, your
I love getting
scrapbooking,
dirty and making the books. Love books.
The books are good fun. If you follow Jodie on social media, you'll be well in there with the books. If you're new to the show or new to Jodie's demonstrations, definitely look Jodie up online. What would we search for online to find
If
you,
you
Jodie,
go
for the
onto
book?
my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page is Jodie Johnson, but then I also have a craft group on Facebook as well. So if you look for Crafting with Jodie Johnson, there's 23,000 of us on there worldwide.
23,000.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just you. It's any manufacturing of craft products. There's no links on there. There's no selling on there. It's just you and your craft.
So it's whatever, you're not unwelcome or anything.
Nope.
Like it's
Can
like,
be
oh, when I
anything.
do this, I do that, then come along.
Yeah.
You know, that number's jumped up since
It has.
last week. Oh,
I've got quilt makers on there. I've got kilt makers on there. I've got stone painters, stone carvers on there. I've got every craft you could think of on there. It's lovely.
You need to write some of this down, Jodie, because you've just literally come up with some lyrics there. Quilt makers and quilt makers.
Yeah. It's a good group to be part of.
Definitely
It is.
write that down.
So, matting
Quick
layers.
freestyle.
Placing that into the centre of the card. So now we've got that centre bit. I'm using one of our really old frames. You know, and this is what's nice about having a frame, because it allows us to bring in things we've already got. This particular frame was part of the keepsake range, which was about four years ago. So you may have those in your collection already.
That's one of my favourite things when we're going through the samples and we spot things that we recognise.
Yeah. So that's going to go into there.
And stuff that I don't recognise, but you might tell me, oh yeah, that's 8 years old.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a little funky sentiment just going to go into the middle, so not your traditional happy birthday.
So all of a sudden your corner is becoming an entire background, because you forget the fact that you've got that curve. Because imagining that could be, you just look at that and you think that's a square trellis die.
Yeah, so a little funky sentiment just going in the middle. And then going back to my roots, going back to the petal pairs, is where I started with Tonic. And we're just going to bring
what a story.
Those in. So we've got the new, the old working together.
Love that, because how many people watching have got all this, you know? You bring it all in. And I love the sentiment as well. Did you just stamp that when you realised you were on the rotor with me there?
I did, yeah. What appears to be the end is usually the start of a new beginning.
There you go. Oh, I've got Matt. Oh no! It's the end.
So there we go.
There it is.
That one single die has become your frame.
That's good. When you hold the die up like that and say, that's it. That's your entire frame built up by that lovely die.
Beautiful.
It's an amazing weekday wonder at the moment. The weekday wonder is available until tomorrow night at 11, pending on stock, okay? Because it is going fast. We'll go and have a look at it in a minute. The large layering dies are also on the show. Thank you so much, Jodie. These large layering dies, we're very, very busy for those, and justly so. £31 off. Even more if you're a Freedom customer. You'll be paying just shy of £36, including delivery, if you're with Freedom. It's 696,560. Freedom Flexi Buy, £17.99 today, and then £17.99 tomorrow, next month, sorry. 696,560. You get all 28 dies home. Let me just flap this at you as well, just to show the size of them. Okay, that's just show you one. That's the Greek design there, the Greek temple design. So that's all of them just stuck on the board so that you can see. They're brilliant dies, brilliant dies. It's very good value indeed. It's the weekday wonder, available now, so it's worth getting it when you can see it and you know it's available, instead of panicking later on today or otherwise tomorrow. 3/4 of the stock already gone. What are you getting? Well, we've seen one of the dies with this lovely trellis design already used just now. That's one of the 3 larger ones. Now, the 3 large ones here, and then 2 of the medium-sized ones each side. So you're getting 5 die sets, 10 dies in total to get them. So you've got your 5 designs, and they've each got their outer edge cutting ability. And the detail on them, and I'll just turn one of them around for the size as well. That's the frivolous frame corner that we're looking at there. Not just a corner die, but potentially a border, a frame detail that you can cut into to create almost like a square background on the matting and layering design that we just made as well. How come you've got hold of yours? Do you have any of the other, maybe the kaleidoscope boxes or the shadow box dies? Because with both, where's my shadow box gone? It's down here. With both box designs, they work, you know. It's the whole point is tying in with what you've already got. And am I right in saying that gives something a bit more value as well? So if Tonic designed something that was kind of like really out there and didn't really work with anything you already had, it would have less value to it, wouldn't it? It would be like, oh, shall I? But as soon as we see them working on bigger and smaller cards, and with sentiments and dies you've maybe potentially already got, or with the kaleidoscope box or the shadow box, as soon as we can see that, we can see it fitting in with our crafty stash, can't we? We can see it fitting in with what we've got already, and therefore it's got more value to it, and we can think about how we're going to use it, not just how the design team are interpreting it, but how you're going to. Whether you're using it with your tags or as a lovely background there. I mean, you'd never know they're corner dies there, would you? Essentially. But they're lovely, lovely designs that you have across the board, and big value too. Saving £12, but only while we've got this deal as the weekday wonder. Jodie's got one more show tonight, and then there's one show tomorrow with Paola as well. What's going to be left by then, I don't know, because remember, 3/4 of the stock is already gone. That's a lot to be gone already. So order now. It's $39.95 for a lot of metal, big designs. Your item number to get yours now is 169110. And thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying Jodie's demonstrations, and thank you for your purchase if you've already made it. On the website, it's hochanda.com, and you'll see a lot of our dies there already on the screen that are featured on the show that Jodie's been using. You've got your tags, you've got more layering dies, you've got the lily and tulip design. They've been very busy. And then the rose and the morning glory, both double packs there. Nice to see the 5-star reviews on those, yeah. And you're getting the reduction on them too, so big value there. Other matting and layering dies, but don't forget the English picnic and the Greek temple dies. They are very limited and a very good offer.
They make beautiful cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you saw my favourite one over there, didn't you?
I did.
Shall I show it to you very
when
quickly?
He comes in, it's ever so funny. When he comes in, he walks down the counter and he pulls all his favourite cards to the top. And as soon as he saw this one, he's like, oh, I like that one. Yeah.
Well, it's just because it was different, Jodie, because I thought, you know, with your matting and layering dies, just hold that for a minute, please. Thank you.
Yeah, so you can just build them all in different directions.
That's what you imagine, like a frame, matting and layering, but
yeah.
I just thought it was really cool.
It's good. It's beautiful. Yeah. Right, so we're going to use that first die that we started with, that really fine detailed one. So once again, we're using that speciality cardstock, but this is the brown version, really, of that blue. Okay.
First demonstration was the blue. Oh, question from Linda. Hi, Linda. Really good afternoon to you. Now, Linda has bought a tangerine, Tommy the tangerine. What plates would you use for a 3D embossing folder?
3D embossing folder, you have to use your raspberry plate and your, I want to say the green one.
Okay.
Yeah, the raspberry and the green.
Okay, because the 3D embossing folders, they're a bit thicker, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If not, just give it a play. Honestly, just have a play around with your plates. Because even though the 3D embossing folders, I've not had my hands on one of Crafter's 3D embossing folders. So they may be a little bit thicker. And if so, then you just have to play around with your plates.
So put it through thinner to begin with, build it up, basically.
Yeah.
Go through, like, oh, no, that hasn't done anything. And,
yeah. I'll have a...
Even that, add a few sheets of copy paper, yeah?
I will pull one of Crafter's embossing folders out of the back and have a look for you, all right? And if it's different, I'll put it onto the Hochanda Facebook page, all right? So that there
Thank you, Linda.
is one of those beautiful designs.
Oh, that works well.
But I want two. Okay, so it looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
Yeah, because of the metallic edge to it.
Yeah. So let's just put that down there. And let me run that one through.
Yeah, there's like a sort of patinery, like a
It's
a
ice,
copper.
isn't it?
Yeah, ice.
It is ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice stuff.
All
You
right.
get texture without, you know, you'd emboss something to get texture usually.
Yeah.
But the emboss raises it more
good.
than you might want it.
It's nice.
So, yeah.
So, with this one, we want some of it, but not all of it. Okay, so I want that sort of little flower area there. So first of all, I'm just going to glue up and just put some adhesive on the back of that little flower head. And we're just going to bring that onto some cardstock, like so. And then we're just going to come in with our scissors. And
Clever way of paper piecing.
oh, this is cheats.
Yeah.
This is cheat way. Why cheat?
Yeah. Why do it the long
Because
way?
I've not got the patience to do it the other way. So just literally go in, cut those little bits away. That little bit there, look. And you can build up your design work so that you've also got detail within there. But I'm going to be cruel.
Oh.
She's cutting me bottom off.
Oh no.
That's the bit that I want. I want the flower. Okay. So, who has got their shadow box frames?
Oh, yeah.
So in your shadow box range, you've got multiple dies. Okay. Now this one here is your outside edge that's been embossed into your cardstock rather than cut. So you've got that detail in your card front straight away. It takes a piece of paper to something the next level.
Yeah, it's a lovely card blank.
This here is one of the frames from the shadow box. Okay, and it sits within the perimeter of that embossed line. So let's stick that on. So right in those perimeters, so that you can see the details still of the little line.
Nice.
Now in your shadow box you also get the matte and layers that sit within each other. So let's build that up. I don't think there's enough on that roll.
You're gonna stick it, foam
we
it,
are.
yeah.
I'm going foam because there's not enough on there.
Yeah.
So let's just add some 3D foam.
Yeah, it's
on
quarter
there.
to the hour already.
It is.
Come on.
So let's take those away.
Hope you ordered your Weekday Wonder today. This is one of the last shows. Jodie, you've got one later on at 7, haven't you? And then tomorrow with Paola, it's over 3/4 of the stock gone. It's been a busy one. And as we open the show, Jodie, you said it's one of those every day. It's the little black dress set of a Weekday Wonder where you would have these out. Easy access every day to use them on a daily basis. So appealing to a lot of different people today, and therefore a very, very busy Weekday Wonder. Indeed.
So that is going to go into there. So that is all your shadow box elements. Okay.
Good
now bringing in, let's do the sentiment first. So just for you. It's a nice long sentiment to fill that box.
That's also from the shadow box, isn't it?
No.
This
This one's not. This is a sentiment that you will find on the website. It is there. There's some birthday ones as well, but this is just a nice long one that fills the shadow box up.
Oh, what was the one I'm thinking of from the shadow box then? Never mind.
So you've got just for you going across the centre of there. Now let's bring in those beautiful, beautiful corners. So these are going to slightly overlap. So we're going to come in corner
Oh, that's a great
to corner. So that the green from the shadow box is just popping through the perimeter.
Yeah.
Let's get some more. The same.
What a lovely design that you can do that with it. Yes, it's delicate. Yes, it looks beautiful anyway. But the fact that you can have a bit of card behind it that then fills that.
So the next one is going to go in the other way.
Oh,
so just line up your lines so that green is popping through. We're going to go on the other side now and do the other side.
Oh, Jodie, this is inspirational.
This is another one I'll lose. You know, I've always said our loose cards are absolutely stunning, and she's done me proud. She really has.
Hats off to you on this. This is brilliant card. Lou on the design team. Wow.
She's an absolute superstar. So that is going to go into there.
I'll tell you what, if we weren't busy already, we are. We've had the phone ringing off the hook the whole show. It's just going to get busier and busier. And actually, this is the busiest point in the show. It's interesting, isn't it? We've had 3-minute queues most of the show. It's been a busy one, but it's just. I think it's just going to get even busier as we go.
So that is going to go in there. So you can see now how you can still see the previous green just popping through those lines. Your foliages come into the centre point, and then those little flowers that we cut out are going to do their little popping business into the corner to bring the colours out.
Just that little dash of colour.
Just a little
dash of red, shock of red.
And then a little bit just up the top there.
Oh, Jodie, how many people are going to be getting their shadow boxes out now when they get these home?
Down the bottom there. And then just to bring in a little more colour, we're going to add some little red hearts. Just bringing in that little accents. Just on there, maybe one. Just down that side. And then one at the top there to counterbalance. And there we have, and that's why I say our loose cards are collective.
Yeah.
Because she literally,
it's like it's coming together, and
she builds everything into the centre location.
Yeah, it all
Beautiful.
comes together there. It focuses the attention, but at the same time you don't know where to look because you've got so much happening.
Beautiful.